Welcome to Arapaho Park. I'm announcer Jonathan Horowitz. There are two breeds of racehorses that compete in Colorado at Arapaho Park. The thoroughbred breed, that's what you see in the Triple Crown races, and also the quarter horses. And the quarter horses get their name because of this spot on the racetrack. A quarter of a mile from the finish, 440 yards, the classic quarter horse distance, the equivalent of drag racing, where this breed of horses is the fastest over short distances, reaching speeds of over 40 miles an hour. The quarter horses to take the spotlight this weekend at Arapaho Park, particularly quarter horses bred in the Centennial State, with the Cherry Creek Futurity and the Lucille Road Derby. The Cherry Creek Futurity is the richest race for Colorado-bred 2-year-old quarter horses, and the Lucille Road Derby is the most prestigious stake for Colorado-bred 3-year-old quarter horses. Indomitable Cartel was the fastest qualifier for the Cherry Creek Futurity, with a win in the first 330-yard trial on June 30th. The Bay Colt made 2 previous starts in Oklahoma. Trainer John Hamus has won the last 2 Cherry Creek Futurities with In Cahoots and 3 Olives and Smoke, and will hope to play another winning hand with It's a Blackjack and Use a Good Girl. She's My Foose has improved significantly in 2017 and posted the fastest 350-yard qualifying time for the Lucille Road Derby. She was winless in 4 starts as a 2-year-old in 2016 and now 2 for 2 as a 3-year-old in 2017. The field for the finals also includes Arapaho Park's 2017 Dolls Prodigy Stakes winner Isaac Captain. In My Dust and Rarest Ivory from the Mile High, Late and Dirty from the Cherry Creek, and Ghost Streak Lightning from the Rocky Mountain were Futurity finalists at Arapaho Park in 2016. For quarter horse races at Arapaho Park, the horses warm up in this area, away from the grandstand, away from the hustle and bustle of the fans, the final preparations for a horse and rider before coming over here, the extension of the home stretch. Quarter horse racing, much like drag racing for auto racing, it's a straightaway sprint. And for the quarter horses, they can go as short as 100 yards up the home stretch, or as long as 550 yards in straightaway races. For the classic quarter horse distance of a quarter mile, 440 yards, it takes quarter horses between 20 and 22 seconds to traverse the distance, reaching speeds of over 40 miles an hour. A short race in a short amount of time, so you definitely don't want to blink or you'll miss some exciting performances. Colorado has been witness to some outstanding quarter horses who've not only succeeded in the Centennial State, but are now taking their success to other states around the country. Bouttree Fitty's name comes from a line in the cartoon South Park. The Oklahoma-bred quarter horse came to the state, where the real-life city of South Park is located, to win the 2016 Rocky Mountain Futurity at Arapaho Park. Bouttree Fitty also broke well on the inside, and then comes Crazy at the top, and Who You Know in the center. Bouttree Fitty rushing forward for Russell Vishrilli on the inside to take the lead and win the Rocky Mountain Futurity.
He's got an excellent disposition. He's all business, and that's the kind you like to train, you know. Doesn't have many quirks about him, and that's what the jockeys say when they gallop him and train, work him, and he's all business.
Back in Oklahoma, the brown gelding, bred and owned by Rusty Allred and Pat Swan and trained by Pat's wife Tommy, defeated Oklahoma breds in the Jack Brooks Stakes at Remington Park in May 2017.
They're off in the Jack Brooks Stakes. Great start for Bouttree Fitty, outside rolling well, Carter's Thunder. Now moving up between runners, both Baru and V-Power from the rail. It's Dancing Capo de Capi. Bouttree Fitty on the lead, and is there by more than length. Outside trying hard, Carter's Thunder. What's it going to take in the Jack Brooks? Bouttree Fitty to win it by almost a full length.
In addition to the pop culture reference, Bouttree Fitty's name also alludes to the distance of his 2 stakes wins, 350 yards. Bouttree Fitty will be back in action this weekend, having qualified for the Canterbury Park Quarter Horse Derby in Minnesota over 400 yards on July 16th, with his trial win on July 2nd.
And they're coming home now. Bouttree Fitty came out very nicely. PYC Just My Dust popped okay inside the last painted wagon. Far outside, Cash and La Jolla between them, shot a Southern. It is Bouttree Tree Fitty leading it from PYC. Bite My Dust taking off on the outside. 2 and 8 to the line together. It's tight. It looked like number 2 won, but it's very close.
3 Olives and Smoke got his name from a combination of a brand of vodka and the Bay Gelding's Dam Smokin' Corona. The name fits well considering that the Colorado-bred has displayed his mother's speed and has given his connections a lot to toast about on the racetrack.
Gates open, the Cherry Creek Futurity is underway. 3 Olives and Smoke.
3 Olives and Smoke was perfect in 5 races at Arapaho Park as a 2-year-old in 2015, including the Cherry Creek Futurity.
Outside, they're chasing 3 Olives and Smoke, though. His mother won it. His sister won it. Now he wins the Cherry Creek Futurity.
And the Rocky Mountain Futurity.
Gates open, the Rocky Mountain Futurity is underway. Not the best of starts for 3 Olives and Smoke. Has some work to do to get to Who Dat on the outside. Let Her Be on the inside, and Eagles Camp trying to run through. Now 3 Olives and Smoke getting going, passing Who Dat, kicking clear for Stormy Smith, and 3 Olives and Smoke wins the Rocky Mountain Futurity.
As a 4-year-old in 2017, he's attempting to qualify for the Bank of America Challenge Championship. He overcame a troubled trip to win a trial at Remington Park in Oklahoma in April.
But flying up the rail now after an altered course. Here comes 3 Olives and Smoke. Crying Eagle has the advantage. Halfway home, 3 Olives and Smoke continues to gain. Announcer passes going for the front. Spectacular effort by 3 Olives and Smoke here in the opening trial to win it by 3/4 of a length over Crying Eagle.
Then in the regional finals at Remington, the John Hamus trainee, owned by Margot Shares and Brad Thomas, ran a respectable 3rd.
Out sharply, Skybo Dash has the lead by a half length. 3 Olives and Smoke coming off from the middle of the gate. A Royal Countryman, Rock and Disco between runners. Then to the far outside, Dynamite 1, 2, 3 tries to get into it. Here's a Royal Countryman now up on the front with Skybo Dash challenged by Rock and Disco between them. Skybo Dash reaches down for more and takes the Bank of America Remington Park Championship Challenge by a head. They're off in the Remington Park Distance Challenge.
CJ's Rock Solid has become a Rock Solid quarter horse in the 870-yard distance division after previously trying to make the Challenge Championship Derby Finals through the Arapaho Park Regional in 2013. The 7-year-old made the National Distance Finals with a 2nd at the 2015 Challenge Championships at Lone Star Park in Texas and a 4th in the 2016 Challenge Championships at Los Alamitos in California. Qualified for the 2017 finals at Prairie Meadows in Iowa with a win in the Remington Regional and will be hoping 3rd time is the charm.
As they straighten away the Speed Professor, margin shortening now with a furlong to go. Here comes CJ's Rock Solid and just a little rusty alongside. CJ's Rock Solid with more power goes by. CJ's Rock Solid clear now by 2. Just a little rusty second. CJ's Rock Solid in the Remington Park Distance Challenge.
On the same day in 2015 that American Pharoah etched his name in the history books for thoroughbred racing by becoming the first Triple Crown winner in 37 years, a 3-year-old quarter horse was starting his own legacy that has now put him at the top of the sport. B.H. Lisa's Boy won the 2015 Adequan Arapaho Derby Challenge less than an hour before American Pharoah won the Belmont.
Here comes B.H. Lisa's Boy storming home. B.H. Lisa's Boy in a photo finish with Lotta Dynasty, and then came Rare Scheme. Looks like it might have been B.H. Lisa's Boy, and if it was, it's 5 wins in a row.
In 2017, the Sorrel Gelding, bred, owned, and trained by Bill Hoberg, thus the BH initials in his name, is undefeated in 5 starts based at Los Alamitos Racecourse in Southern California. He has 2 Grade 1 wins in the Los Alamitos Winter Championship in February.
And away they go in the Los Alamitos Winter Championship. And the one who came away the best down the middle part of the track is Just a Politician, moving up to the extreme outside now and closing in is B.H. Lisa's Boy. Zooming for Spuds down along the inside is also trying to rally on, but here's B.H. Lisa's Boy and Zooming for Spuds in their stride for stride. B.H. Lisa's Boy wins it over Zooming for Spuds.
And in the Vessel's Maturity in July.
And away they go in the Vessel's Maturity. And B.H. Lisa's Boy, Just Raven, started off well. Still Easy is also right there. Down along the inside comes Dr. Jess. Here's the Charm of Corona's running lights out. And the Charm of Corona loaded with run for Cody Jensen. B.H. Lisa's Boy is going to try to rally on Just Raven in a 3-way photo finish. Coming down to the Charm of Corona. B.H. Lisa's Boy. I can't call that one a nose bob between those two.
B.H. Lisa's Boy has earned a berth in Los Alamitos' Champion of Champions in December 2017. the richest all-aged race for quarter horses that often crowns the American Quarter Horse Association Racing World Champion. Right by where the quarter horse races start at Arapaho Park is the Arapaho Park barn area that you can see behind me, where the horses are stabled during the summer racing season in Colorado. This is where it all begins, the training camp for racehorses. They come from here onto the track for their training and then subsequently their racing. And the Arapaho Park horse racing season coincides with other training camps in Colorado sports. Broncos football getting ready to begin again, as well as Nuggets basketball and Avalanche hockey. And for one Colorado Avalanche player, defenseman Erik Johnson, he's focusing on his hockey training, but he's also keeping a little bit of an eye on how his horse is training. Erik Johnson scouted Wacky Jackie at the 2016 Silver Cup horse sale, and I caught up with him where he explained his deep knowledge of horse racing and how he's getting involved and supporting another sport in Colorado.
Well, we're going to spend all day, $2,025.
At the Silver Cup yearling sale in the Arapaho Park stable area with Erik Johnson, an Olympic medalist in ice hockey for the USA, an all-star defenseman for the Colorado Avalanche.
Erik Johnson with a power play goal to tie the game up at 3.
Scouting hockey players, scouting horses. You were a #1 draft pick in 2006. Now 10 years later, you're the one who's doing some scouting. What do you look for at a horse sale to potentially get a good racehorse?
Yeah, I love horses. I think it's a lot of fun, and own quite a few out in California with Doug O'Neill and Bob Baffert. So Denver's my home year-round, and I've kind of learned a little bit just going to the sales with Dennis O'Neill, who buys all the 2-year-olds for Doug, and kind of like to learn a little bit about the conformation and the pedigree and all that. So it's a lot of fun to come out here and kind of just see what the Colorado-breds have to offer.
So the local racetrack, Arapaho Park. You're from Minnesota. Did you get into racing early on, perhaps at Canterbury Park? How did you get into horse racing?
I like to watch the races at Canterbury. I loved watching all the Triple Crown races as a kid. When I really got in it was when Animal Kingdom won the Kentucky Derby.
It's now Animal Kingdom on the outside who goes to lead for John Velasquez, and he's going clear by 2 lengths and running to the line. Animal Kingdom wins the Derby.
You know, it was his first start on dirt, and then he won the Derby, I think 21-1 or something like that, and I had a wager on him, so I kind of fell in love with it after that, and always tried to find a way to get into the game, and got hooked up with Dennis O'Neill and Paul Redham, who owned Nyquist, and we own a couple horses together, and I just kind of got into it from there. Own a couple of weanlings, a couple of broodmares, and about a piece of half a dozen 2-year-olds in training right now, and it's a ton of fun. It's a great game, and I want to support the Colorado-breds best I can.
The Chestnut Filly foaled March 27th, 2015.
Oh, hit number 22 now. I'll tell you what, gentlemen, looky here.
This is more than just going to the races. What made you want to get involved in it from the ownership side?
It's a lot of fun. I mean, it's kind of like owning a sports team a little bit. You own a piece of a horse, and just that feeling of the horse coming to the top of the stretch and the leader with a chance to win is like nothing else, and it's just such a rush. It's so much fun, and I love the pedigree side of it. I love just everything about the game is so much fun for me, and you really appreciate how much these horses are really athletes and the jockeys that ride them. It's a very cool sport and something you have to appreciate, and I brought a couple buddies with me today just to kind of get a feel for everything as in a smaller scale at the auction. So it's a lot of fun, and this will be, if I hit this yearling that I want to buy today, it'll be my first Colorado bred, and I want to support the program as best I can.
$5,000 down, $680 down, $680 down, $7,000. Item 7 bid, he's $7,000 down. You're out the back, $7,000, young man. He's $7,000 down, $8,500. $8,500.
The horse you have, Crosscheck Carlos, I was looking through the records. Was this the first time you've had a stakes horse?
Yeah, it's my first stakes horse. I've been in the game just a little over 18 months and kind of got in at a smaller scale last year. Dennis O'Neill bought me a couple 2-year-olds, and I have a piece of Crosscheck Carlos, who we paid $37 for at OBS March, and he's already earned $80,000, won a stake, broke his maiden first time out at Santa Anita, and right now I think we're going to ship him into the Gold Rush Futurity next Sunday, and he should be looking good. He's trading great. He's he's really handled everything well for a 2-year-old. We flew him from LA to Lexington, vanned him down to Evangeline, won in the slop there by a head, and then we shipped him back. He's trained great. We're going to ship him out here, and all signs point to him firing, hopefully going 3 for 3.
Cross-check Carlos, Street Honor, right down to the line they come. Photo!
The name Crosscheck Carlos, where does it come from?
Yeah, so he's by custom for Carlos. He's by more than ready, and I wanted to have a little bit of a hockey flavor playing for the Avalanche, so we threw Crosscheck in there, and we left Carlos in there, and he's a really cool horse. I mean, he's already doubled what we paid for him, and just a super neat horse. We tried to sell him at the Barrett's paddock sale. It didn't hit his reserve, but we're happy to keep him and run him in the Gold Rush here, maybe the Los Al Futurity in September, and just a neat horse all around. And we were happy to keep him, and hopefully we can win the Gold Rush next weekend.
Now, the trainer that you were with in California, Doug O'Neill, you said you're friends with J. Paul Redham. There was a hockey-themed named horse winning the Kentucky Derby, Nyquist. Did you have anything to do perhaps with influencing the name just because you do know them?
A little bit. Me and Paul, we had a horse named Where's the D, after Where's the Defense, sure, to make fun of me. Where's the D, being out of position. We had Mr. Game 7, obviously trying to be a clutch horse. He was only a 20 claimer for us, and then Nyquist, he just kind of named to give me crap because he's a big Red Wings fan, and the Red Wings Avalanche rivalry is pretty heated. So we had those 3 together, and then we had one more that we bought at the Miami sale at Fasig-Tipton. We named Tapadol. She's yet to break her maiden, but we hope she can soon.
Well, I think I know what you need to do. He won with the Red Wings horse in the Kentucky Derby, Nyquist. Now you're just going to have to win the Kentucky Derby next year with Crosscheck Carlos.
Yeah, exactly. Hopefully he can be that horse. And another sad part to that story is he offered me 10% of the Uncle Mo that he bought for $400,000 last year. And he said, "Why don't you take 10% for $40,000?" I'm like, a little too steep for me right now. That turned out to be Nyquist, so I'm kicking myself for turning down that offer.
Hey, you know what they say, it's not how you start the race, it's how you finish the race.
Exactly.
So it might start with a yearling here, a Colorado-bred.
85 there, now, all in, all down, 85. Bill, can I sell your horse? 85. It's going to be the next horse sold. 9,000. 85 down, 9 there, 9 here, 85, all in, all done, 85 down, 9, down, 9, down, 9. I sold the horse way in the back for $8,500.
The competitive side of horse racing and the competitive side of hockey, how do you compare them?
It's pretty similar. I mean, just the competitive juices that get flowing when you see your horse at the top of the stretch with a chance to make the lead and get a win is like none other. And a hockey game is very intense as well. So it's cool to kind of get into the horse racing game. It's very cool. It's a lot of fun. It's very competitive, and it's kind of a team game with the trainer, the assistant, the groom, the exercise rider, the jockey, the owner. Everyone kind of works in tandem. So it's a lot of fun, and I've really enjoyed being a part of it.
Thank you. Well, it's great to have you at the Silver Cup sale. It's great to have you at Arapaho Park, and best of luck on this journey that seems to be going very well.
Thank you. Hopefully we buy the next Colorado-bred champ here. We'll see.
Give him a round of applause. Buyer number is going to be 14.
Colorado Avalanche defenseman Erik Johnson's ERJ Racing co-owns the 3-year-old chestnut filly Shane's Girlfriend with the WC Racing team and Dennis O'Neill, brother of the filly's Kentucky Derby winning trainer Doug O'Neill. Shane's Girlfriend competed in the $200,000 Iowa Oaks at Prairie Meadows on July 6th. The 1 1/16 mile race featured a field of 8 3-year-old fillies. The 7-5 favorite was Ever So Clever, the winner of the Fantasy Stakes at Oaklawn Park.
Off and running.
Shane's Girlfriend from the inside. Here is Swing and Sway from the outside. Natalie's Mischief is in between horses with Baby Blues Be Dancing. Chanel's Legacy the Gray up the inside. Jordan's Henny is next in line, followed by Moe's MVP and Ever So Clever at the back of the field early on. 7/8 of a mile to go. Swing and Sway with the black cap further out with Chanel's Legacy along the inside. Ryder tries to slow it down here with Shane's Girlfriend in third. Baby Blues Be Dancing is in fourth, about 4 lengths off the lead with Natalie's Mischief to that one's inside. Then comes Moe's MVP, Jordan's Henny, and Ever So Clever, and Mike Smith trail the field. It is Swing and Sway and Robbie Alvarado on the front end. From the Iowa-bred Chanel's Legacy to the outside in second. Shane's Girlfriend is in third, now 4 lengths off the lead. Baby Blues Be Dancing is next. Natalie's Mischief, Jordan's Henny to the outside. Moe's MVP and Ever So Clever. They run down to the second turn. Swing and Sway is still there. Chanel's Legacy continues to sit the second trip here with Shane's Girlfriend in third. These three are clear. After that, Baby Blues Be Dancing, followed next by Jordan's Henny and Ever So Clever passing the back markers now. They come to the quarter pole. Swing and Sway is still there. Chanel's Legacy now challenges for that lead. Shane's Girlfriend, Baby Blues Be Dancing, and Ever So Clever has to swing 6-7 wide to the extreme outside, and they come down the lane, and Jordan's Henny is trying to catch. Chanel's Legacy is running up the inside. Shane's Girlfriend between horses. Baby Blues Be Dancing to the extreme outside. Shane's Girlfriend now gets to the top. From Chanel's Legacy is next up with Baby Blues Be Dancing, and Shane's Girlfriend and Kyle Fry go on to win the Iowa Oaks. Beats out Baby Blues Be Dancing. A 3-way photo for the show.
Shane's Girlfriend has now won 3 of 5 races in California, Louisiana, and Iowa. Erik Johnson traded in a hockey stick for a lead rope for a night and brought his filly Shane's Girlfriend into the winner's circle. He'll have horses racing at Del Mar in California this summer, and his filly Wacky Jackie has 2 fifth-place finishes in 2 starts at Arapahoe Park in Colorado. The quarter pole, a quarter of a mile from the finish, how the quarter horse breed of racehorses gets its name. We hope you've enjoyed our look at the fastest breed of racehorses, the American quarter horse. Until your next time out at the races, I'm Jonathan Horowitz. Keep picking winners.